turn the volume up there. Is it not? Let's see. Nope.
Ooh, that's something else.
That is. It's a good one, too. Did I hit the... there we go. Fucking... there.
I almost texted you to maybe we do some Christmas music,
Oh, yeah?
but we're already rolling. It's all right.
It's all right. I would have made a song.
Yeah.
I would have made a Christmas song.
Made your own.
Would have made my own Christmas song.
Made your own Christmas song.
Yep.
Man, welcome everybody.
Welcome
back.
everybody. Happy holidays.
Back to the Moderately Idiotic podcast. This is the week before Christmas edition,
Yeah, it is.
where we're going to get in a few things
Mm-hmm.
before the holiday break,
Yeah, we are.
before we hit the new year.
Yep.
On a side note, 2 for 2.
2 for 2, baby.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 episodes up.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
I very much am. All right.
Once I got this shit figured out. What you doing there?
Getting the disclosure day information up, man.
Oh, yeah. So,
Just so it's ready to roll.
so
You know
here's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying?
Here's the thing. I mean, it's Steven Spielberg,
Spielberg back at what he does best.
so I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to not watch it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was also kind of confused as to, that's why before, I thought he was just producing. I thought it was for
feel you.
sure M. Night Shyamalan, direct.
It is made to look exactly like a Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan joint
For sure.
that he was directing. I thought maybe Spielberg was just producing.
Doing some DreamWorks producing.
Right.
Yeah.
SKG, baby.
Yeah. Right.
But, you made a funny point yesterday, though, that it's like, are we really watching Weather Girls now? Are we really just watching,
Nope.
like, the run-of-the-mill?
Nope.
No disrespect
No.
to Emily
No,
Blunt.
she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Awesome.
But are we really tuning in? No. The only way that's happening is some big booty Latinas on
Yeah.
Telemundo is doing the weather, and they start clicking. That's when I'm paying attention.
Right. And the only way the whole world is watching a clip is tomorrow on TMZ when they release it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
All the
threads,
All the reaction
Blue
videos.
Sky, and then it's just people watching, and that's fine, right? Because we all end up seeing the same. Like we all end up seeing, Perry Farrell punch Dave Navarro on stage because everybody watches it or something. But like you don't see it at the same time. And in this trailer, hey, what do you got? A ladybug?
Yeah, ladybug. That's some good luck, dog.
It might be.
I'm gonna let her go.
Yeah, dude. They make it look like, the people on the bus, the people on the subway, the people in the streets, the people at work, the people in the bar are all watching the same Good Morning America looking weather show, and I'm all.
And again,
this doesn't happen in 2026.
Again, no slight to Emily Blunt,
Right.
but nobody's watching like just like the normal.
No.
Not some nationwide. Who watches?
No.
Who's even still watching Good Morning America?
Dude, it's
Right? Or
people over 70. And it's not even my old man. He's not waking up and watching that.
they hear it start clicking. They start
So
like
much.
hitting their hearing aids and make sure they're not having a fucking short. You know what I mean?
I mean, here's the thing. This actually, the ratings are skewed. The ratings are wrong because
Right.
the way this works is they don't account for the logic, and by that I mean, like SiriusXM likes to do this thing where they boast these crazy numbers, but then you realize they give 3 months away to every car that ever sells ever, and then it's in every rental car in America.
Yeah, it's
So
just
they're
another
like,
way of
"Hey,
them to pad the
700
stats.
million people listen to us. It's like, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
You were in the car. You were on Ubers and robo-taxis and every rental car in
Or-
America, every fleet vehicle.
like when you're fucking getting gas now
Oh, yeah.
and a fucking news report comes on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't give a
So-
fuck, dude. Unless it's like, hey, if you watch this, we'll knock $5 off your fucking total.
Oh, for sure.
I'll watch it.
what CNN and cable news and stuff do is they boast these ratings, and then you realize every hospital in America, every hotel in the world, right? They all have this shit going on.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's why when you walk into your doctor's office, there's 3 TVs on, 3 of them are on CNN. CNN's like, guess what? We got 3 people. Yeah. It's like, no, you don't. This is, it's a fake result. Same thing with the delis, bakeries. It's like, no, man, just because the TV's on that channel doesn't mean you're getting the ratings.
Well, like most of the doctor's office, they just have somebody pays them, gives them the TV, comes in and installs them, and then they have to play this dumbass like medical health channel that you can't change.
That's the worst.
It's like you dumb. I remember years ago when I went to go visit my buddy, and he was in God damn it, where was it? He was in Mobile, Alabama, and when we got there, he was like, "Yeah, man, somebody just jacked the TV out of like an airport. Like they had just built an airport.
Jesus, yeah.
And it was like a giant 100-inch plasma screen.
Yeah.
But they stole it, and they don't understand that TV does nothing else.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. It's just like a monitor.
It's not showing TV shows.
Right.
So they walked in wearing like construction clothes and like orange vests.
Jesus.
And like they had a work order. And they grab this thing and they take it out, and they just walk the fuck out, dude, with this like $10,000 TV at the time. And it's like when you see crackheads selling like the TVs that they jacked off of a fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
Where they took one of the displays. All it does is going to show you how much a fucking fish fillet is.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be whatever the feature was that month that's stuck on that.
Yeah, you're not watching the fucking Super Bowl on that thing.
No, it's a really good point. It's like a display monitor. That's it.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no channels.
Taco Bell menu is not showing the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it's just Taco Bell menu.
But they think they're like, man, we're about to get this giant TV. No. You're gonna have to. They're gonna find this thing in the landfill.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get it to watch, fucking ESPN. So, so I guess it's an alien movie.
I mean, that's it, without saying it, that's clearly what's happening. You know what I mean?
I mean, he kind of got everybody with, close encounters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then, man, everybody, I'm annoyed by a couple things. Let me say this. I'm very happy when people say things like, oh, man, this feels like he's doing the thing again with the close encounters and then whatever else he's, War of the Worlds. Now, the thing that annoyed me the most was, Variety put it out, and they were like, oh, the world is shocked with Spielberg's new trailer, and the resounding, the world over wide is saying the same thing. And it said, oh, Spielberg is back. And I was like, hey, man, he did a movie. He did West Side Story like 2 years ago.
Yeah. But, but it's the same reason why a lot of people don't know that he directed The Color Purple.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you hear that, Spielberg directed West Side Story, you're like, what?
Yeah. But it's like, you could look, it's like every 2 years he's got a movie. It's not like that I always hate when people do two things. I hate when, oh, look who's back. And then you click on it and it's like, hey,
he didn't do Ready Player One, though.
Yeah,
right?
he did. Of course he did.
That's what I was going to say.
That's why it's like, dude, he's.
That was a rad movie.
That's a great movie. There's part 2's coming. But he, you know what's cool about part 2? He commissioned the author to do the sequel before the guy even finished the book for part 2.
Yeah.
He was just like, hey, this is too cool.
I mean, and if he kept to the source material, then it's going to be because, Ready Player One, it's kind of like everybody was on that train of nostalgia. Mm-hmm. That's why everybody fucking bought into Stranger Things.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Yes. Because it was just everything from,
dude.
If you were 50 years old or close to it, it was everything from your fucking childhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you saw that. You saw that too with Ready Player One.
Oh yeah, And he said since it did well, they'll be able to do more in part 2 with the merchandise brands because they couldn't get all the trademarks. They couldn't get everybody to give rights away, and so they kind of had to rely on a lot of like Universal, like a lot of what he had already produced or made or his company.
Oh yeah,
they were like, we can rely on stuff we already own, IPs that are already ours, but there was a lot of things that they couldn't get. And now that it did so well,
Yeah,
he's
but
like, we'll have
if it's kind of like marketing again in
Yeah.
a way, you
And
can
he's
get
like,
all kind of shit.
we'll
on
be
the-
able
on the
to
second
get
one.
more on
Yeah.
the second one. And the guy was like, cool, because hopefully you can include things from the first one that you didn't get to include.
Right. Isn't that
So-
crazy that,
Yes.
you know, how much content gets cut out just because of, you know, IP ownership?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't think they could come to like some fucking kind of deal, be like,
Yeah.
look, man, trust us. This is not going to be a bad look for you.
Yeah.
This is fixing to be fucking awesome. You need to get on it. And they're like, oh, no, we don't want you
Yeah.
to use our property.
Don't use our thing.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that,
no.
dude.
Use my thing. Yeah, use it.
But, man, sorry.
No. I don't even know. But, oh, that was it. The two things I don't like when people do oh, look who's back. But then you look and it's like, hey, man, that guy was on an Amazon Prime show for the last 2 years and
Yeah.
it just ended. Now he's got another movie. All he did was do a movie, the show for 2 years, and now another movie. Don't act like he went somewhere.
Right.
I hate that. The other thing I hate, and this is an internet favorite thing to do, is they're like, Jeanette Reiner breaks her silence. And I'm all, well, it happened 2 days ago.
I mean, Jesus.
So that's not breaking breaking the silence would be
Maybe she needed 2 days to get over the fact that her fucking parents
yeah,
were
I'm sorry
murdered.
that her parents had
Fucking dipshits.
murdered by her own brother.
But see, that's all the clickbait shit,
But
dude.
that, it is. It's a clickbait world we live in. But I hate that one because I comment every time somebody says it, and I'm all breaks the silence. It would be like if CIA came out and acknowledged, that they had a hand in MLK,
right.
JFK. But it's like, well, that's breaking the
Or if
fucking
Robert
silence.
Wagner admitted that he threw that
Hey,
girl,
dude, if
threw
Natalie
that-
Wood was
threw
still-
Natalie Wood over the fucking side of his yacht,
with fucking
that's breaking
Christopher
silence.
Walken.
Yeah.
That would be some breaking the silence
Robert,
if he was like, hey.
What are you doing?
No, they're waiting for one of them's got to die before the other one can say anything.
Right. They made a blood
Or they
pact.
both have to die because, yeah, dude.
There's a
come
blood
on.
pact.
You know what was great? Back at like the 50-year anniversary or 40-year anniversary of it or whatever, they had Natasha, Natalie Wood's daughter, Natasha Wagner. She's Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood's daughter, right?
Right.
And she was like, oh, blah, 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 mommy always sang so beautifully to us. And then she was like, and after mommy left, and then and I was like, hey, bitch.
Mommy
Mommy
just
didn't leave.
didn't fucking move to Reseda.
It's like
You know
your
what I mean?
dad and the craziest human alive, Christopher Walken,
Yeah.
the creepiest actor known to man, especially in that era. It's like they threw your mom overboard.
Well, there's no era
Okay?
that Christopher Walken didn't look fucking out of his mind.
Dude.
There's no era. You know
Especially,
what I mean?
Yeah. But he was in that Stephen King movie. What was it? Was it Dead Zone at that time? But he's got the no eyebrows and the plastic looking face. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, him and Robert Wagner had some crazy train and then they murdered, right? Like,
I'm not saying it's funny,
no,
but I'm just saying, like, do you imagine, like, if you're Natalie Wood and you're getting on a boat and you think you're gonna have a threesome with fucking Robert Wagner and Christopher fucking Walken, dude? It's like, yeah, because Walken is the same way like Defoe. In no era did Defoe look like a regular human
no,
being.
I love when they try to cast him as like a
He
dad.
should have been on fucking TV clicking. Because, that's an alien-looking motherfucker from the
100%.
beginning.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I always crack up when they try to make him like, oh, he's a hotel manager. I'm like, the fuck he is.
No.
Right? This guy's a psychopath.
Yeah.
When him, Mads Mikkelsen, there's a handful of people. It's like, hey, dude, when you got weird face, you only get to be weird.
Yeah, that's why Mads made such a good Bond villain,
Mm-hmm.
in Casino Royale. It's like, who doesn't believe that motherfucker's a psycho,
No, it's
dude?
creepy.
And when he played Lecter on Hannibal on NBC.
And that's what was creepy. There's another actor, I always forget his name, but he was on a TV show called Revenge for a bit, and he was a villain, and his face is villainous. And I'm like, that's what you get. You get villain. When you look that weird.
Hey, if you're not
Villain.
Brad Pitt
Right.
or old Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. Not new face Bradley Cooper
not
with
new,
plastic face.
new face Bradley Cooper, but old face
Come on,
Bradley
Ryan Reynolds.
Cooper.
I mean, Ryan Gosling's new face. It's gross.
Why are these dudes getting fucking plastic surgery? I don't understand.
I don't understand it when you look at people that you already have shining examples. You can already go, hey, look, George Clooney looks great. Just do the thing. Age and look handsome. It's
Right.
fine. Pierce Brosnan?
Eat right, work out.
Right. Eat right. Work out. Most of these cats look cool as old guys, dude. Remember
Yeah.
that the Dos Equis dude was badass. He was like 68, 72
Most
years old.
interesting man in the world.
He was cool. He had the jaw. And he was like
Yeah.
grizzled, right? Everyone
Yeah.
wants that grizzled look. And it's like, now you look at Gosling and his face is shiny. I'm like, why are your cheeks rosy?
Yeah, man.
It's
I
weird.
don't.
Why
I
do you
don't,
look like...
I don't know why these super handsome dudes are getting work done, and it's just making them look like not
they
not
got
the
that
people.
cat face.
You don't get Hangover Cooper,
Mm-mm.
right? You don't get fucking Blade Runner 2049 Gosling anymore.
No.
And I mean, do we know? I don't think Pitt has had any
I don't
plastic
think so.
surgery.
But Harrison Ford, there you go. He's 102, right?
Yeah, he can
looks
still
great.
pull him.
Still cool.
He's still beating him off with a stick.
Dude,
You know what I mean? And
they
he's getting
all-
all the money to show up any fucking where.
Yeah, but like Harrison Ford looks good. Denzel,
Yeah,
Liam Neeson,
yeah.
like I just said, whatever, James Bond, Pierce Brosnan. It's like, hey man, you can do it. You don't have to do whatever the hell you two weirdos are doing.
Yeah, why do you got to get your eyes fixed?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
who talked you into that? Who thinks, man,
dude.
you're a very handsome guy, but,
But
tighten up
remember
your
when Brian
eyes.
Callen tried to do his eyelids?
Yeah, fucking lids.
What are you doing? So he's all gonna get a lid lift, and then he came in. He's a swollen face for 2 weeks, and then they were
Man,
like, no different.
I've for the longest time, I've always like dreamed of being in that world, but it was never in front of the camera, right? But
Right.
you can only imagine like the kind of shit that like people do, even people behind the camera, are fucking having work done, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude, why are you doing it?
I guess I understand plastic surgery, but it never seems to fucking turn out right.
It rarely works. Like it ends up they have to do the undo thing, like whatever happened to Lindsay Lohan now, where she's hot again.
Right.
It's like, hey, thank you for undoing whatever damage she did there
Yeah,
for a few years.
that
'cause
dude is
now
doing
she
the
looks
Lord's work.
Great, and it's like, hey, I'm glad I got my Lindsay
Is
back.
Tara Reid next?
Man, I hope so.
Is Tara Reid next in the deconstruction?
If we could save Tara
surgery?
Reid, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I liked
'cause,
when
man,
she played a
was so
scientist.
fine. She was so
She
fine.
was.
And,
Do you
and I'm
remember
not
that,
saying
though?
just
It was-
because she was young, because we've obviously seen
no.
like Monica Bellucci.
Monica Bellucci, baby.
She's like 65.
And then
I'm knocking it down if the chance ever comes up. You know what I mean? I'm not turning that away. Julia Roberts.
and my
I don't
homegirl.
know if she's had any work, but I'm still not turning her down.
my homegirl, Firefly, Deadpool. I don't know why I always forget her
Baccarin.
name. What?
Morena.
Yeah. Yes. Miranda Baccarin.
But she's also, I would put her in the same category as Charlize.
Man.
There's some kind of alien shit going on with those two
She-
that the older they get, they're still
Yeah.
fine.
Well,
You know
what's
what I mean?
crazy is you knew that
Because
she...
Morena got a new show on Paramount. She's like a sheriff or some shit.
Yeah. And also, though, you're an alien when. This is my belief.
Right.
So 18 years ago or something on Firefly, whenever that show was on and got canceled,
Right.
right? 2004.
Still
I
not
don't know.
over it, but go ahead.
Right? Do I?
Still not over it, but
Right.
go ahead.
But then she's in Serenity, and then she's in Deadpool, and she's in that V, right? They
Oh,
did a
yeah.
short-lived 2 seasons of V, and she had short hair. Still a 10, right? And you're all, oh, okay, you could just, okay. And then you're like, it's now 2025. She shows up in Deadpool Wolverine, and you're like, hey, 16 years ago, you were hot. You look like a hot late 20s, early 30s, and now here we are. You still look like a hot late 20s, early 30s.
Now, look, they could be paying the money. They
Could
could be
be.
dropping out. If I guess if you're going to get plastic surgery and if your looks dependent on your, your financial well-being, I guess you don't skimp on the plastic surgeon who's going to make you look. They're going to maintain your hotness, but not make you look like
Right, don't look
fucking
like
Madonna.
Madonna's face,
Yeah,
because you got to undo whatever's done there.
yeah.
But see, that's just it, though. Then you look at it, Salma Hayek looks great. Halle Berry looks great. Elizabeth Hurley looks great. So it's like you don't have to venture into this bulbous cheek, weird forehead, shiny thing.
Well, I think I don't know, but I would if I had to hazard a guess. Is that like what are you going in for? Are you just looking for a little,
Touch up.
if you're a plastic surgeon and I look at somebody like, Moreno, right? And I'm like, there's not much to do.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what
You know what I mean? I mean, I could probably go a couple millimeters on your jaw.
Right.
You know, that's the thing. If you just want to go, I mean, it's got to be small increments. You know what I mean? You can't just stretch them out like you're trying to draw them for a fucking hide. You know what I mean? Which is most of the shit that happens. And then this whole fucking Bradley Cooper eye shit. It's like, the fuck is going on with that guy?
Dude, it's such a weird look.
Especially men. Like,
it's so weird then though, because it's like, hey man, hey, and you're not old.
No.
Like you're not like gross and out of shape and old. It's like, hey man, you didn't turn 90
do you know who did need to do that? Or you know what's funny is like you like Mickey Rourke got all the work done. And then just decided to become a boxer and let some other asshole just fuck up all that plastic surgery and turn him into, you know, fucking
this whatever he is.
Hey, look, whatever he was doing in Sin City, he didn't spend a lot of time in a makeup chair.
No.
Maybe he got a wig.
Yeah, they're all, hey,
a leather coat, V-neck shirt.
Yeah.
He's like, you're good to go.
You're good to go. You know, and what's funny is like it works. Now, sadly, right? He'll never look like that fucking.
You talking about
9.5 weeks? Angel Heart. He'll never look like that again, right?
Mickey Rourke.
But his face works for the wrestler for Sin City.
Oh yeah,
it's like you know, you work for that.
Well, I mean, he had to come to grips that he was going to have to pivot.
Can't be Marlboro Man anymore.
No,
you know what I mean? It's like,
him and O'Donnell Johnson, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's another great,
it's classic.
like '90s fucking movie, dude.
Just I like to piss people off. You know, it's set in the future. Nobody ever notices, but it is. It is. And when you look at the box, it's straight up. It's like in the future, and but when you watch it, you're like, no, this is 92. Like, nothing about it looks future.
The shittiest Baldwin brother.
Yeah.
You know, and because everything. I always wondered why. Because
why'd you bother setting it in the future?
It was. I finally realized that it was like some kind of dystopian future landscape. You know, and I was like, oh.
Right.
You know, and you kind of like have that light bulb moment.
Tango and Cash was not set in the future, and then they got like an armored truck tank, SUV Hummer car.
Where it was like an ED-209 with 4x4. You know what I mean?
It was so badass. And it's like they're just set in 1989.
Man, I just been crushing all of that shit lately. I don't know if it's like just nostalgia, but like, you know, Predator 2, you know, especially after I watch Badlands.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Right? If you hadn't seen it yet?
My son's seen it.
Fuck, man, you gotta get on that, dude.
Marlon saw it.
Yo, Marlon
was like, hey, you seen Badlands yet? I was like, come on, man. He's like,
yo,
yeah.
First of all, hold up. We need to stop and have a few minutes on this. So you're telling me that your father-in-law.
Yep. He caught Badlands, right?
Probably.
He doesn't even do horror movies. Get that?
I was gonna say I couldn't tell you what Marlon's into.
Not horror. He doesn't like horror movies at all.
If I had to pick a sure bet, I'd say horror or sci-fi. And Marlon catches it before you do.
Yep.
What's going on, bro?
I don't know. You see, Avatar's out tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I if I didn't have shit to do tomorrow, I would go see it.
We got.
I gotta fucking finish up my fucking Christmas shopping, dude.
Party.
I mean, I already got you.
I know. I love it too.
And you know, so now I gotta figure out. What the fuck my brother wants. Everybody else every other adult I know, booze. Usually fucking it's a blanket. You know, it's kind of like giving out gift cards. Gift cards and booze usually goes well with anybody.
Yeah. I think I'm I'm really easy for somebody like you, and clearly easy for.
Well, yeah.
Him, because he's like, he made a comment about how easy I am.
Keep fucking pointing it out, dude.
He just made it easy. He made a point though how like I'm easy because like anybody who's got a thing, you become easy, right? So like my boy's girl, Nigel's girl, always bought me cool gifts, and for the first 3 years I was shocked. You know, I was like, I don't know how you know me so well. You're so awesome. And then by year 4, she was like, hey, it's not me. You're just really easy to shop for.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? She's like, oh, it's I don't know. It's a black, got a skull on it. Looks like some pirate shit. And I was like, oh.
Hey man, I was on the website when I was looking for. Well, oddly enough, when I decided what I was going to buy your wife, I was just on Facebook. And it just came up, and it was like Warriors Day of the Dead hat, and I was like, oh, that's Nicole.
Yeah,
all over
she
it.
loves it.
And so I'm on the website, and I'm flipping through looking for it, and guess what? I come across a Houston Astros Day of the Dead, new era.
H-Town, son.
And I was like, oh, man, that's just John.
Yeah.
John.
But see,
John.
that was my point. I'm
Or
one of
a
those
knife.
easy ones about.
Could have give you enough fucking knife, you'd have been just as happy.
Just as happy. But then people that you're like, oh man, I don't know, what the hell do I get? What do I? And then I'm sure I'm tough for Nicole because she's like, the other day we were going to the store and I needed a new wallet, right? And I said, hey, I want to go here to look for a new wallet. I said, but look, should I not buy the wallet? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, if I don't buy it, then you could get it for me for Christmas, and that way.
Should I pass you the ball for this layup?
And I'm like, because I want a wallet. I need a wallet. And I'm like, so. And she's like, no, I'm not going to make you wait for Christmas to do it. And I was like, okay, I mean, it's cool. I said, I've just giving you the opportunity here.
Right.
To throw a wallet in my stocking.
You're trying to give her, you're trying to get an assist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because
just
I know otherwise
pass
she's
her
going
the
to be
rock,
like,
dude.
And, my mother-in-law gives me black shirts with skulls on it, black shirts with a keyboard on it, black shirts with a guitar on it. It's great. It's also why I have so many of them. It's not because I'm going to the store doing it. It's
There's no shortage of black with skulls on it.
That's great. And so she's very good at it. But also, I know it's probably easy for her. I know she probably jumps on Amazon, types in. It's probably her. She's probably got a list already. That's just.
Well, and that's my thing now. It's like, as I enter the twilight of my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, what can I get somebody that they'll remember,
Yep.
that one day when they're digging through a drawer, it's like, I'm in the catch-all drawer, and you're digging through, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Paul gave me this.
Nicole made a comment last night. She goes, I don't want to get our daughter. She goes, I don't want to get our daughter something that's just going to wind up in the bottom of a drawer.
In the back of the car or amongst rotting food.
No comment.
I'm sorry. Sorry, did I touch a nerve?
She texted me the other day, and because she thought I was going to use the Jeep. And she goes, hey, some of my clothes are in the back seat, but that's because I went from school to work. And I was like, okay, it's fine. And I was like, it's not. But I wanted to go, hey, clothes aren't mine.
Clothes are low on the list of what's occupying the back of this car.
Clothes are not my concern.
I just don't want a number 2 with extra sauce fucking rotting in the back seat of the car.
Again. Kids.
I'm telling you, dude. That would drive me nuts. Like I said, I put shit in the back of my car, in the back of my truck, but it's all empty.
Right.
I pull up to a gas station,
Just
just
where it goes.
throw it all the way in the trash, dude.
Yeah.
With I do the whole fucking do the wipers, clean the windshields, you know what I mean?
Gas is going.
Other than like fucking checking oil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bring those back. Where'd that go? Huh?
Full service?
What'd we do with full service? Where'd that go?
Hey, look, at this point in my life, I would welcome.
The 10 cents more. Remember, it was something like that. It was like, hey, if you do self-serve,
hey, look, we're already paying out the ass for gas now.
I'll pay
20 cents extra.
Of course.
If some young dude rolls up and he's like, sir, what kind of would you like, regular, mid-grade, or premium?
I do think that's why cars lasted longer, though. I think cars lasted longer because every time you went to get gas, the guy checked your oil,
air pressure,
your transmission fluid, your brake fluid, your windshield. He'd dump some fluid in there for your wipers. He'd clean your windshield, and you get gas and leave. And it's like every single time. But now it's like, no, dude, twice a year you go and check all your dumb shit. You're on your own.
Now there's not even fucking people to do anything. It's just pumps with fucking card machines.
Dude.
It's like, it's so impersonal. That's the worst thing about like progress that I've seen so far is they just take out human interaction at every turn.
Yeah.
Like, of course, robots manufacturing and taking away jobs. That's one thing. But what happens like on the outer areas where it's like, hey, maybe I would like to see some lady, working a counter, be polite, be nice to her, maybe, make her day because, I wasn't an asshole like 90% of everybody else she dealt with.
Yeah. Well, we have this discussion a lot. We have a lot here, and then we had it at station the other day because you've got this Gen Z gaze, right, where they stare at you instead of responding. And then I read a whole article on it, and I was fascinated by the article because it was like, hey, check it out.
You know what's worse than that?
What?
Gen Z on the fucking phone.
True, 100%. But they were talking about how we come from a generation that was still, you were force-fed customer service and small talk. But that's how you treated a human being. Well, They don't actually know they're treating you like an asshole because they don't know they're supposed to respond. And I'm like, well, they should because we've told them. And it's like,
they don't know
when I go to 7-Eleven and I'm like, hey, how you doing today? Don't stare at me because we read the pause as confliction and anger and attitude.
Like, hey, you got beef, son? What's
Turns
happening?
out it's not. And I read this whole article on it, and they were like, no, they're actually stopping to think, how do I answer this? It's like, well, we were never, no, because I'm not really asking you. I don't give a fuck how your day is actually going, right? The last thing I want is you to say, sure is, it's really, I'm going, hey.
Well, you and I both know we interact with certain individuals in our lives that, like, you avoid that because you're going to get an outpouring.
Yeah, sometimes I use other phrases.
Right.
Hey.
How's it going?
I don't even go with the how's it going because that opens, you got to stop and you got to.
Look who it is.
Look at that, man.
It's you.
Tuesday mornings, and then just keep walking. You got to say weird shit.
Just vaguely avoiding any questions.
Because if it's a question,
you don't want any. Look, it's not like you. It's like I don't care.
Right.
I just don't have time for a 15-minute dissertation about how shitty your life is going right now.
You've lost 3 family members in the last year, and I'm very sorry.
Within a month,
it's terrible.
It is terrible. I just don't have the bandwidth.
But I can't with you, bro.
Yeah.
I've actually got to go to work right now. That's why I'm the 8 monsters. That's what's going to get me through this shift. Okay, that's
8 monsters and beef jerky. That's how I fucking survive, dude.
Where do you? It's 10 o'clock at night. Where do you think I'm going?
Yeah, I'm not out just prowling the streets. You know what I mean? I'm going to a thing.
Yeah, you know my schedule.
Yeah, I've been in here 40 fucking times before. It's the same thing every time.
And I gotta hear the story. So yes.
Well, see, that's why I like like when I go anywhere in town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I see the people all the time. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I remember your name.
Yep.
Hey, Merry Christmas. So, we're in the holiday city. Yeah. Hey. Hey, watch it now. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Hey, look, for whatever my reasons are.
Right.
Or my own.
Yeah.
But I still choose to interact.
But I like it. And that's what, but like, now, granted, 21 years in customer service did fuck my brain up because I can't turn it off.
Right.
So I do the things. I hold the door and say things to strangers when I open the door. I'm like, hey, how we doing today? Huh? It's your cold out. Blah, blah.
Have you ever walked up to somebody and you're like, hey, hello? And they're like, hello. And you're just like, don't fucking take the bait.
Right.
Don't fucking take the bait.
Don't take the bait.
I got fucking Subway in the car.
I gotta get
the work.
Sub. It's gonna get soggy.
Yeah, I don't want this. So you're just like, all right, and then you switch into another mode. Can I get
you
fucking
have to
25
go into
on pump 3, and can I get a fucking can of snuff? Or in your case, do you have any water in glass bottles?
Yeah. Hey, what do you have in glass vases?
Yeah, do you have any crystalline vases full of water?
What's the douchiest water you carry?
From the Nordic regions of Antarctica?
They just look at me.
Or Iceland? Yeah.
See, that deserves a millennial gaze. My dumb water taste deserves it. Right?
Do you have any alkaline pH balanced
Is this the
water?
highest? Is this the highest pH?
Yeah. Where's your what do you call it? Bespoke water. Can you tell me where your bespoke water is?
They got it in like a porn section in the back. Behind the curtains, it's douche water.
It doesn't sell, so it's in the back in the corner. Where you get the styrofoam ice chest because it's not moving.
That's
in the
how
front.
I ended up with those giant vodka bottle waters. Was because QT was like, nobody's a pretentious asshole that comes in here.
Hey, look, whether it's Buc-ee's or QT's.
Yeah.
It's only a rarity like yourself. And I don't mean to give you a fucking ego.
No, but it's
true.
But
I'm just saying, you're just like you're the 0.001% of like assholes looking for, presentation glass hand blown fucking water bottles.
It's hey, what's
like you're not buying alcohol. You know what I mean? I'll take a hand blown bottle if it was fucking tequila in it.
The thing that matters, the thing that actually you want to like preserve the taste.
Not in the water factory next to like the fucking Houston, sewage treatment plant. You know what I mean?
I do.
It's like, yeah, I mean, it's clean, but we'll just put it in these fucking crazy bottles, dude, and fucking all the white people just buy it up, dude.
I swear, I do sometimes look at the bottom and I just read the label long enough until I get to like San Antonio Municipal. And I'm all, son of a bitch. You didn't sift this through lava.
Yeah, this didn't go through fucking charcoal rocks.
I'm buying this because I needed charcoal sifting.
Right. I mean, I will have to say, as a quirk, it's kind of original. Because I don't know if I met many other motherfuckers on the planet that have like a snooty fucking, because they are water. For a hot minute, they were like water sommeliers or whatever the fuck you call those guys. It was like, oh yeah, this is it has
real
notes
piece
of
shit.
Green grass and meadow. It's like, motherfucker, it's water, dude.
It's water.
I could go get water out of the fucking Colorado and boil it, be able to drink it. You know what I'm saying?
It's Dasani's fault.
Yeah.
Let me just clarify. It really, I can actually trace the origin of this fucking flaw in my personality back to Dasani. I was normal. Just like a normal person, I've always bought the cheapest water my whole life, right? Or just drank water at home like a normal person.
Because at some point, I know for you, I know how old you are. You've drinking water out of a goddamn water hose
1,000 times.
Where you let it run 10 seconds
so
you don't fucking scald the inside of your mouth because it's 105.
And whatever insects were living in there for the last...
Yeah. Make sure you don't get fucking crickets and fucking beetles in your fucking swallow.
Now everybody's worried about all the parasites, and I'm like, dude, that water hose was sitting in the yard. It's not like it was on a cap.
No.
It was just in the yard. And then we just picked it up, let it run for a minute, shook it out.
Yeah, the part of that hose you drank out of was probably at some point in the area where the dog pissed.
100%.
You know what I mean? And you just fucking let it ride.
There was a slug on it at some point. You know what I mean?
And you're just like, fuck, it's free and it's cold. Well, warm after the scald
warm to cool. But, so like a normal person, I drink normal tap water. Fridge water. Once I, had a job and lived in an apartment, the fridge came with one of those fridges that had water
That's
built into it.
That's how you knew you made it?
I was like, what?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right. I'm going to get
fridge has water.
I'm going to get fucking water in a glass bottle, dude.
Dude.
I'm not a fucking heathen, I'm not a peasant. No. Motherfucker, I've drank water out of glass bottles.
So I was at this gas station in San Marcos, and I'm probably 22, 23. I don't know. Whenever Dasani came out, though. Anyway, so when it comes out, I grab it not because I'm trying to be a douche. It's because all the time I bought all the other, whatever the cheapest, $1, $99, $59, $49, whatever the cheapest bottle of water was back in the 90s or whatever. Dasani comes out, and I'm like, what? Dasani.
Oh,
right? So
Jesus
in my head,
Christ.
it looks like my name. And then I drink it, and I was like, this tastes a little weird. And so I started buying a bunch of it because I was like, well, it's my name. It's got to be, yeah, obviously not, but it is.
It
right?
wasn't your name. It was just kind of close.
Mildly close, like 7 letters off.
Mildly is even strong.
It's got 2 letters the same.
Yeah. It shares a couple vowels.
And so I'm like, this is kind of gross. And that's what I noticed one day is that Dasani water tastes gross.
Right.
And then I went back to normal cheap water, and cheap water didn't taste gross, but like Dasani did.
Yeah, because they're treating the fuck out of it.
And then one day I just, had something a little fancier, And the next thing you know, it was, hey,
and then a monster was created.
This? And it was like, and it was like a little bit of
This
Topo
is
Chico.
Italian water.
And next thing you know, I'm the guy that Liquid Death caters to, right?
Right.
A dumbass. It's like, it's in a can.
Well,
it's
even Liquid Death is in
a
it. I mean, I can fucking handle water. I mean, because Budweiser would fucking can water whenever there was like some kind of like national emergency. If like there was some kind of like weather event in Houston and the clean water was taken down, dude. Anheuser-Busch, dude, they be down there with cases and cases of 12-ounce cans that just said, it was like when you used to get the shit from the food pantry or on Wick.
Yeah.
You get peanut butter. You get a white container in black bold letters, peanut butter.
butter.
It's the same thing.
Dude.
Water.
Some of the best peanut butter,
Oh,
best
dude.
cheese you've ever had, dude.
That I would put that up there against like fucking school lunch peanut butter.
100%. Yeah, dude.
I'm still
government
chasing
cheese,
that dragon.
Delicious.
I'm
Yes.
still chasing that school peanut butter dragon.
I agree.
Jif's fine.
I
Peter
agree.
Pan's fine. Nothing is ever
Sure.
going to fucking touch
No, man.
fucking
Whatever that was.
high school fucking peanut butter.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of magic that came from, I wish I knew.
My my high school had really good French fries,
Oh, man.
and but they weren't in part of the main line. It was the lady off to the side, and when you went to
Right.
her, you could get French fries or pizza, right? Because whatever oven device they gave her,
Right.
and it was also a little bit cheaper than everybody else. Right? So it's like Nigel and I would do that. We'd walk over there, either get. But dude, she was always really cool too, because then she'd be like, "Hey, you want some cheese on these fries?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want cheese on the fries." And she's like, "Not extra for you, baby." And I'm like, "Yes."
Yes. You're being
But
groomed.
those fries, yeah, right. 60-year-old lunch lady.
Dude, they would have
She was
had
recently
me.
on
I'd
Theo
have,
Vaughn.
I'd have been crawling right up into a van. I
Yeah,
was a
dude.
fat ass dude. And she'd be like, "You want some cheese on your fries?
I'm like, "Yes."
Come to, I got a minivan outside."
Dude,
Okay.
I'd be in it. Okay.
That's why I was saved fucking 7
Dude.
times, because the church would always offer free pizza.
Dude, every time, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I'll be whatever religion you are today.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure, I'll try Baptist.
hey, look, I'll try fucking matzo ball soup, but fuck, I'll convert to
I'll try-
Judaism.
I'll
If
try
that matzo
whatever-
ball soup is fire, I might be
do it.
shaloming. You
What's
know
the
what I
hat?
mean?
What's the
Yeah.
hat look like?
I'll grow out the sideburns. Fuck it, dude.
Yeah, I've definitely did some getting saved because
Yeah.
of some free food. That's the quickest way
And
to
you know,
Jesus.
church never skimped. They always got Pizza Hut.
I know, dude.
You
You're
know what I
right.
mean? And they would show up.
Back
and
in
there'd
the
be
good
boxes.
Pizza Hut days too, when it was
You'd walk in,
quality.
they'd have it all lined up, and you're like, "Okay, where the paper plates at?" And they're like, "Slow your roll. We need
Yep.
you to commit your ever-loving and lasting soul to Jesus." And I'm like, "All right, where do I sign?"
Yeah, sure, man.
And
Got
you
it.
said something like, "I
Yeah.
proclaim my eternal soul, Jesus Christ as Savior," and then it's
Hey.
like, "Where's the pepperoni?"
Hey, dude. Hey, and better than not, right? Regardless of what is or isn't out there,
Right.
at least I've said and done the right thing.
Hey, look.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, remember that? 14 times I pledged stuff to you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? 7 times for me, dude. I'd have been like, I don't know how much more you need out of me.
Yeah, dude, how much more do you need?
I mean, I've been saved 7 times. No adultery.
Yeah,
I mean, for the most part,
right.
never murdered anybody.
Haven't murdered anybody yet.
Right?
Right.
That should be enough prerequisites to get into fucking heaven. But who's gonna know, man?
Who's going to know? Yeah, I've always
Saint
said.
Peter might be a fucking douche and be like,
Oh, for
well,
sure.
you did
Well-
masturbate 11 million times.
So, I didn't know that was wrong. It didn't say it in the Bible. I didn't see that part.
I didn't. Fucking John didn't talk about
Yeah,
not
dude, y'all-
jerking it.
Yeah, dude, Constantine took that book out before
Yeah.
he put it in. It wasn't in the King James version.
They're, yeah, right. The Vatican's like,
Yeah.
it's like, man, we need to take this out about women. No, man, hey, the beating off too. Get that,
Take that,
get that shit out of there.
He's like,
too.
wait, they all 12 said it though. He's like, no, they didn't.
no.
It's just one page removed from all 12.
All these
apostles.
fucking priests are gonna murder everybody if they don't have some way to fucking rip one off, dude. You can't just leave that in there and take
All
away.
right.
You can't
O-
take away
okay.
women. You can't take away women and beating off.
All
You know
right,
what I mean?
fine. Let me hold on. Man, it's mentioned in here a lot though.
It's like, well, no, you can't beat off, but you can just drink yourself into
Yeah.
oblivion.
No, that's fine.
Catholics okay with drinking.
Drink it up, baby.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got wine at communion. You
That
know
was
what I mean?
My joke right away. Like after I got my accidental life-size Virgin Mary tattoo, I was like, I got home and Nicole was like, "Why the hell were you just gone for 8 hours?" And I was like, "Oh, it turns out my
What had
2-inch."
happened was-
Yeah, I was like, the 2-inch cover-up that I designed. It turns out it's actually life-size. And she's like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "But hey, that's got to get me in, right?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, because I got it as a tribute to my grandmother, right? But then I'm like, if I roll up and the gates are there and he's like, what's going on, man? Hey, I'll be like, hey, dude, I got a picture of your mom's.
Right.
Your mom's is right. That's how much, right? And he's like, what the fuck?
It's like showing a passport.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
lift up your shirt, show your
He's
Virgin
like,
Mary
dude,
tattoo.
Do you have a picture of my mom?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, I got your mom tattooed on
He's
me.
like, gross, go to hell.
Yeah, right? It could go one of two ways. He could be like, hey, what the fuck, dude?
He's like, ugh, and he just hits a lever, and he just fucking dropped.
If your buddy rolled up to you one day and was like, had a tattoo of your mom on it, you'd be like, what
Hey,
the
look, man.
shit?
Hey, look, man. If she, unless she was like, because I remember that, you know, because look, when we were growing up, it was rare to have a teacher that was a smoke show.
Yeah. I remember.
You know, all we had was like disgruntled old women who hated everybody.
Yeah. And then coaches,
right?
Who taught everything.
Coaches.
So why are you a history
look,
teacher?
Long before gender confusion, we had a lot of coaches, you know, female, even male sometime. You know, they were weirdos. But you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My point is like, it's like, I think I've done enough. I think I've done enough to get in.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me in. Come on.
I haven't stolen that much.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
I do throw around GD kind of loosely. You know, that might ding me on some points.
See, I got a theory on that one, though, because I'm asking him to damn something.
Right.
I'm not damning him.
Right.
I'm saying, hey, God, damn this guy.
Yeah. Every morning when I walk out and I hear noise in my attic, I go, those goddamn squirrels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
I'm
like,
asking you to
I know there's large creatures.
Right.
Just get them out of my fucking attic.
I don't need them in the attic.
Yeah, I don't need them fucking chewing up my HVAC and costing me fucking $2,000 to get that fixed.
Because
You
I
know
don't
what I
know how
mean?
to fix HVAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, like I tell everybody, I'm the kind of friend that'll go, you're not gonna get a call from me saying, hey man, I got kicked out. Can I come sleep on your couch? Me and my old lady got in a fight.
Right.
You won't see that. Or I'm in jail. Can you come bail me out?
Yeah.
I will, however, be, hey, can you come fucking climb into my attic?
Yeah.
And see if there's some shit fucked up from the squirrels?
Dude.
Yeah.
I remember my long time ago, my ex-father-in-law, I came over one day and I see feet coming out the attic door and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, hey, Richard, yeah, Ray, hey, man. And we're like, I'm looking and it's like, and he's up there trying to fix some HVAC shit. And I'm like, hey, man, you 80 or something, right? The dude was in Nam and was like the whole time. He was one of those that didn't like leave when everybody else. He was like, I stuck around to make sure we finished the damn job.
8 tours in Vietnam.
And I'm like, and he was still jacked. It was really weird.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for your service. But I was like, hey, what are you doing up there? And
Yeah.
he's like, well, this. And I was like, you want me to do that? He's like, no, I can do it. And I was like, I'm not. Because even now, right, like, I hate going into my attic. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to hate it.
No, I just pay somebody. I don't fuck with
I'm not going under my house.
You can go fuck yourself.
Go fuck twice.
Even if there was a way for me to climb under there that I could walk standing up.
I'm not going under there.
Even if I could stand up and walk underneath my house, I'm not going fucking in there.
No.
I mean, unless it's like a basement, but like undercrow, like the like fucking where pipes run and shit. Nah, go.
No, dude. Especially because like I have an ongoing my own Vietnam with tarantulas, right? And so like I exterminate hundreds of them at the beginning of the cold season, and then it takes them a while to build back up,
build their
right?
forces back up.
And like last year, I won. I was like, I won. Well, this year I've won mostly, right? But a couple have showed up, and I'm like, you sons of bitches. So much so, though, right? And this is where I got to, like, fix his head. My boy goes, hey, Poppy. I was like, yeah. He goes, I just let the dog out. There's a spider you might have to go get rid of. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, hey, man. I was like, is it, something scary? And he goes, no, it's just a black tarantula. I'm all, hey. I need to work your brain out, right? Because when I say it's something scary, what I want to go see is some normal tiny garden spider that I'm like, oh, let me sweep it up. When you say it's one of these, and I come in and it's the size of my hand,
now,
and it's jet black and glossy, and I'm all, hey, kid.
I don't fuck with any snake at all.
Sure.
I don't take the time to kind of figure out what they are.
Oh, you just die.
Right? Now, spiders, Now I understand. I used to have a giant banana spider that like lived
Sure.
at the corner of my house.
Beautiful webs.
Right.
You're right.
And he was huge.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Earl. I don't know where
Right.
he went, but I kept him there. I was like, I know that spider's not poisonous.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know he's just eating mosquitoes and shit and doing his job. So Earl gets a pass.
Yep.
Any other kind of spider that I can't
Go
identify,
to hell.
they get got.
Obliterated.
Yes.
Well, at first I was
with
trying to be
extreme
cool.
prejudice.
At first I was like, oh, we should let him outside. And then I realized it's like, no, dude, there's a military army brigade
Yeah.
of these things trying to get in my home.
Dude, when I was a child, this is
hate
before
'em.
my brother was born.
Hate them.
I lived out in this little small town outside LaGrange. It was called Hosteen. And we lived on a trailer. And every summer, the giant tarantulas would migrate out of the field across the road.
Yeah.
And you could walk outside and you would just see the fucking ground moving.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it fucking
Dude,
terrified me.
the other day when it rained, because it was cold, it was like 30 degrees and raining.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I saw the leaves ruffling, and I'm like, oh man, the leaves. And I was like, son of a,
No.
that's not the leaves. There's probably 9 tarantulas just.
Where,
living.
and you could see where they're like migration path
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the field and trucks just running
No.
over them. It's kind of like if you have pecan tree in your yard
16 of them, but yeah.
and your pavement is brown because there's just been hundreds of fucking pecans smashed into it for tires. That's how it was with tarantulas,
My trampoline is just a catch-all for pecans.
right?
Yeah, it's all it is a filter.
But that's kind of rad though, right?
mean, it
You
could
get
be-
all the pecans you want.
Except for they get all eaten by the squirrels, so
fuck
then they
squirrels.
just shred them all.
Look, I am in fucking Vietnam with these fucking squirrels.
Yeah, it
Because-
happens. It happens.
You know, they're like fucking guerrilla warfare. They're fucking hiding in the trees. They're fucking trying to attack different,
Oh, yeah.
trying to find fucking weak spots in my fucking roof. And, you know, we fucking put them all up and they find some fucking way to get in there. It's just driving me crazy, dude. To the point, well, I mean, I don't want to,
Yeah, fuck 'em.
make any admissions that could be used against me later. Things
What?
are happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Moves are being made.
Right. No, they have to.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
I'm not. I'm out. I don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of your tarantula
No. Well, I mean, you know,
or your squirrels or what. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any part of any of it.
hey, look, if they were just fucking chilling in the tree and living
But
their
they're
lives,
Not. They're not.
no, they're trying to invade my fucking space.
They
So they
do.
have to go somewhere.
We this year, like some years, we've tried to wrangle up a bunch of pecans because we have so many trees. Every tree in our yard, front and back, is a pecan. On the whole side, pecan. And this year, there were so many squirrels
Right.
that they got all of them. And so all that's on the ground is shells from all the just hundreds of millions of shells.
Yeah, they're inconsiderate
Yeah.
fucking assholes.
And in my walkway, when you walk up to my house, the whole stairwell is just covered in a pile of pecan shells because they take them, they get on the roof, and they just sit there, and I'm all. And so Lincoln thinks squirrels are cute, and I just want to kill them all.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, I just.
Yeah. No, I share your deep murderous rage for squirrels.
Yeah. And they name them.
Yeah.
My boy and the wife name them, and I'm all, hey, I'm
Hey,
not.
Dad, I hadn't seen Mark.
Yeah, well,
Well, Mark's fucking dead.
Mark's dead, right?
And I'm not even trying to hide the fact that, you know, it may upset him. I'm like, Mark got.
Yeah, yeah. Guess what?
I caught Mark slipping. He fucking got.
Who's got the nut now, mother? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like that.
Here's a
Just like
9mm fucking pecan, bitch.
Yeah.
If only you could just fucking rack off around where you live, kill squirrel.
I know, right?
You know, it was funny. I don't know why it reminds me of this, but I remember years ago, somebody was like, "Oh, there's snakes in the yard."
Gun plenty of them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and I got plenty of.
that's what I'm saying. I gotta buy me a pellet gun
Yeah.
so I can start, you know, fucking
Mm-hmm.
Wahlberg in their asses right
Yeah.
out of. I'm talking about shooter.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Taking them down.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you meant Boogie Nights Wahlberg. You know what I mean?
I'm just out there swinging a prosthetic dick, hoping to scare them off.
Dude,
Hey, check out my dong.
I just watched Leo
Is
DiCaprio.
my dong intimidating?
He
You
said-
better run, squirrels.
He just said that's his number one regret. He turned it down.
Who turned it down?
DiCaprio turned it down.
Turned down Boogie Nights.
Yeah, he said that the offer came Oh, Paul Thomas Anderson. Showed up at his mom's house and said, "Hey, I've got the role for you." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he was holding up Raging Bull VHS in one hand and a porn VHS in the left hand.
Yo, who's not calling the cops?
And he's like, "What are you doing?" And it's his mom's house.
If I showed up to your mom's house with an idea for you, John, and I have, like fucking Heat and fucking Debbie Does Dallas, you know what I mean? It's like, you, wait a minute, don't call the cops. I really have a good project for your son.
Yeah. He goes,
no, you going to
I'm
jail,
gonna
son.
make the Raging Bull of porn. And he sat down with him and has a whole long dinner hangout, and porn and Raging Bull with his mom's house. And ultimately, right, Titanic comes out. It's a massive hit. And he turns it down. But then he's like, hey, check with old Wally.
I already did a big ship movie. I don't know if I could do a big dick movie right after it. I don't know how that looks for my career.
They throw it to Wahlberg. It's career changing. And then he says he watched it the other day and was like, this goddamn movie's so good. And he's like, damn it. Why did I say it? And I'm
Could you even imagine what a Boogie Nights would look with DiCaprio instead of Wahlberg?
No.
Can you imagine that?
No, especially not then, because that's like Romeo Juliet Beach era.
Right.
So like
it's like trying to imagine Will Smith as Neo.
Right.
Is that the same
cool,
fucking I don't know
movie.
if it sounds cool or not. I kind of think I'm glad Will Smith passed on it because Keanu was, that was the fucking iconic.
Like iconic.
Yeah.
For sure.
Trying to imagine DiCaprio, standing in front of a mirror and pulling out a prosthetic dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But I liked him in Basketball Diaries, and he was troubled in that. So I'm like, maybe it would work. But I'm like, I don't think it would work.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have that macho bravado that Wahlberg has. Wahlberg actually has clueless macho bravado. Well, DiCaprio's like an actor.
Right. Well, and Wahlberg was playing like, kind of a dumb.
Yeah.
Dude, it was clearly that there was nothing upstairs. It all got transferred to his cock.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've seen those people in real life. I remember, like in gym.
Yes.
Couldn't think their way out of a wet paper sack.
Right.
But was just packing heat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I go,
Yeah. I went to North Shore, so yes. Dude, it was number 2 on a list the other day. It said the 5.
Dangerous high schools.
Well, the 5 most important high schools in Texas, and it was either number 2 or number 1. It might have been number 1, and it was like number 1 North Shore High School on the outskirts of Houston, and it was like has fed and seeded the NFL more than any other Texas high school.
Oh,
and
for
I'm
sure.
all like,
yeah, hadn't that thing never been nothing but 5A?
yes, but what was great was like. That was my PA or PE. Yeah. That was my PE class. It was like
a bunch of 6'8" dudes,
4'10", me, and then every other guy was like, hey, giant.
It's like when we used to like have scrimmage games in high school and football, and we wouldn't go. Sometimes we'd go to like a smaller school, and then we would just romp them,
run them over.
Just dog walk them. And then it's like, oh, hey, we're going to go to fucking Rice Consolidated.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah, that's that.
Just get smoked
Yeah.
from first quarter to fourth quarter. You know what I mean? It's like.
The only school that scared us was Smiley, and that was only because it was also in the same vein as my school. And so, like, we had the same demographic. It was always
yeah?
But
Please expound on what you mean by demographics, John.
But they were the only school that we were scared of. So it was that we were the only school that they were scared of because they were just running through all the towns, and then they would be like, oh, I guess we'll have the one weird game where we do it out of our division or out of our whatever you call it.
Division.
Not just division, the other thing, the district.
District.
Right, we weren't regulated for them, and they weren't regulated for us. But then it was like, no, they've ran through everybody, we've ran through everybody, so now we're gonna have this one weird interdivision game,
right?
And it was like, okay, I guess we'll do this, and it was just like, this is a fucking murder scene.
Oh yeah,
that's all it was. It was just like, well, I guess
because it was crazy. Because when I was going to high school, you know, if you had somebody that was over 6'5", they were a superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because everybody else was like 5'10", 5'8", and then you have like one, you know, outlier that was like 6'5", right? You had a lot of tall kids, but there was very tall kids that were like basketball athletic. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so next thing you know, you go to like some kid who moved to a small town after a divorce, and he was playing at North Shore.
Yeah,
he's 6'7" and has like a 30-inch vertical. You know, and he's just dunking.
My whole life.
And he's getting recruited. He may just be an average player back at fucking the 5-6A school, but he's fucking dominating in 2A.
In 2A.
Yeah, he's fucking everybody up.
Dude, I swear to God. It's the weirdest. Just like everybody.
That's why it's so ridiculous to think back now that, like, when you had any kind of, like, athletic success, you just thought, I'm going pro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you're in a 2A school. And look, in LaGrange, where I grew up, they've had like a handful.
Yeah.
You know, 5 guys that have gone pro in different things.
Right. Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Sure. No.
But
because you get some good farm fed.
But the probability of that happening is extremely rare.
I had a twofold scenario with that, right? So I was on, you know, of course it's different, right? Because there were plenty of Mexicans in my neighborhood, so we had a pretty good soccer team in high school. But one of the things was in junior high, I was on the multiple soccer teams. I did the neighborhood league, and then I went to the school league. And when I was in 9th grade, for one semester, I had to go to this private school in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got there were 2 things that happened. One of them I loved. One of them I was mad at because I knew it would get me into a bad situation.
Right.
So in one of the cases, the band director goes, "Hey, you're not going to audition. You join." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I've already seen your videos and I've already talked to your band director. You're in." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool." And he's like, "And I'm going to give you all the sheet music now so that you can be ahead of the game when you get here." And he gave me all the first chair part. And so I called him on the phone from my house as a almost ninth grader. And I said, "Hey, sir, this is Jonathan Deshawn." It's like, "You sent me a bunch of sheet music, but it's all first chair." And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, I don't understand. Do you not have any other trumpet players?" And he's like, "Oh, we have 7 other trumpet players, right?" Now, it wasn't like my school. My school had 200 trumpet players.
Right.
Just trumpet players, right? Because North Shore is a massive band system. It's got 5 different bands.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone's, you know, so like in my specific band, there were 20
just
trumpet
by
players.
Volume, they're going to have shitloads of everything.
Our highest band had 20 trumpet players, right? And our lowest band had like another 15 or so. And then like every other band had another 10 trumpet players. So I was like, "Wait, what's," he's like, "No, there's," and so he's letting me know, "No, there are 7 other trumpet players." I was like, "Okay, well, man, I can't just come in as first chair." And he's like, "Oh, you're first chair." And on one hand, you would think my ego would like it, but I hated it because I was like, "Dude, that's 7 people going to hate me."
Yeah, you just roll in and just get promoted.
And I was like,
it's almost like nepotism.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to get stabbed by a bunch of, you know, dickhead trumpet players who are going to be pissed. They all hated me.
Of course.
And I was like, well, this sucks. On the flip side of that, and which I did not mind at all, Coach calls me, and he's like, "Hey, so you're starting on, you know, Monday?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." He goes, "What are you doing Saturday morning?" And I was like, "I don't know. Why? What do you need?" And he was like, "I want you to come out, do soccer practice with us." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm joining the soccer team." And he's like, "I want you to come out Saturday morning and do soccer practice with us, and then we'll go from there." And so I get out there, and I've been playing soccer in North Shore.
Right.
So I get to this private school, and it's all these Pentecostal kids.
Oh,
and I'm all,
just say white. Why are you beating around the bush? Just fucking say man, you played a bunch of fucking
wealthy white
kids.
It was like, what's going on here? And it was like,
you're like the kid that would go visit his grandma in Houston, right? In the summertime, and then when he come back to school, he was a fucking gangster now because he lived.
That's it. Yeah.
His grandma lived 10 blocks. Close to 5th Ward, but he was a fucking gangster now.
Total. And I'm like, what is this? And it was just like,
It's like, well, he didn't start for North Shore, but I mean, he was on the team.
I was on the team.
That means he's got to fucking start for us, right?
I mean, I get there and I've got the big feet and I was short and I was already a skater and I was already on the track and soccer team at my school, so I was fast as shit. And I'm all like, but I was fast as shit for me, and plus it's like a lot of little
especially when you have fucking the end of hockey sticks for feet.
Yeah, dude. And I did then. That was the thing. I was like 4'10" with the same giant foot. And I'm just like kicking and fucking ninjing through. And they were like, hey, dude, you're in. You're our number one runner. And I was like, oh, this is dope. So in that case, I loved it. Right? I hated it on the band side because I'm like, the people that I actually care about are going to hate me.
Yeah, you might just get your ass kicked on a soccer team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When a bunch of, Chads and Chaz and fucking Dakotas decided to team up and kick your ass because you were taking their soccer spots.
Dude, instead...
Band people will murder you.
Yeah, right. And instead, what was funny, the soccer kids were thrilled because they're like, dude, maybe we'll win a game this year. And I was like, well, when's the last game? And they were like, we haven't won a game since 1988. And I'm all like, oh.
We've never had a winning pizza party at our soccer team.
Yeah, it's always been like.
John the Messiah going to bring them to their first Mr. Getty's victory party.
Dude, we were just winning every game all of a sudden because I'm talking fucking. What's below Division One? You know what I mean?
Everybody's Republican was flaring up because there was a slightly off-white kid just fucking wrecking house on the soccer field.
The cheerleader's dad wouldn't let her date me at first because he was like, he's like, no.
He's like, I'm not sure what you are, but I know that you're not fucking Aryan blood.
I only started dating her because we won. It was literally one of those like shitty movies. Like,
well, being associated with a winner trumps,
He gave me the handshake.
I don't want no dirty whatever you are.
Right. You know what he thought.
Defiling my young daughter.
WB.
Yeah.
He straight said I'm all, hey man, you don't got to go. You don't have to call me that to my face. Like you could at least hold back on.
Yeah. Like, come on. You know what I mean? You got to be more creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, he straight up said, he was like, his back's still dripping wet. I was like, hey, man.
Hey, easy.
Dial it down, son. I was offended then, but like at the same time, I was like, I get it. It's like I didn't understand. It was like,
well, I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm in Whiteyville.
Yeah. But I remember
you're just marginally darker than everybody else.
Slightly. I'm not even a good Mexican. Yeah, you're good native.
You're not like, like you're from Guatemala and you're just straight up.
No, I'm one of the shitty ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have been like the ones that would just hide in plain sight, like during like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the Tom Segura situation.
This guy?
Nobody expects it from Tom Segura.
John's white. Look at the guy.
Yep. My whole life.
You're just, opaque
What's
enough
funny?
Where you don't give yourself away.
It's funny. Non-racist white people think I'm just normal white, right?
Right.
If they're a racist white person, they never believe that I'm white from the get-go. And I'm like, oh, that means I'm just off enough for them to be like, nah, something's wrong.
I don't know what it is. I just know that it is.
That's how I knew several of our employees and coworkers were not racist, right? Because they were like, oh, I thought you were, and then they have to look at me and then go, I guess I can see it. Whereas one former was straight up.
No, I knew you wasn't all honky.
First day, the other guy, the first day we hired him, I was sitting at the desk.
Yeah.
I won't say where, but I'm just saying I was sitting at the desk, and this person walked in.
You were identified right away.
Like, and I was like, oh, this guy already knows.
Yeah.
He's racist.
Well, I mean, when I first met you, I knew that you weren't all honky.
Right. That's
you know what I mean?
Because you're not a racist.
Right. But I was like, all right. I mean, it's like, I guess I'll just wait and kind of.
Yeah, we'll feel.
I'll do my own investigation to see where this leads. And you're like, well, he was like, well, you said you had a Filipino family, and he kind of strikes me as Filipino, but I also get fucking East Side San Antonio.
Yeah.
I also get
why is his cheekbone so high?
Yeah, you know what I mean. It kind of looks like maybe like he had an ancestor who was a tracker.
Have you ever seen Wind Talkers?
Yeah. With Nick Cage, you know what I mean? He's kind of giving me Wind Talker vibe, you know what I mean?
They're fucking fucking love that movie. Adam Beach, dude, that motherfucker. They put him in everything for like 4 years.
Oh yeah, he was fucking cleaning up, dude. When they needed a Native American, dude,
They were like Adam Beach, baby.
they was like, what?
He was on Law and Order for a
Oh,
bit
when
because
he
they
cracked,
needed something.
dude, when he cracked Law and Order, he was in the big time, bro. Hey, when
telling
fucking
me?
Dick Wolf put you in something, bro,
He was a hero to the people,
look what he did for Ice-T. You know what I'm saying?
bro. Ice-T talked about giving up putting out albums regularly because of that.
Right.
Because he was just like,
And Tutuola, baby, he was cashing in.
Dude, he was like, I was having to put out records every year. I was having to work on new singles every year.
Just
He
to
goes,
remind everybody.
I got that. And he goes, I don't have to. So you mean I can take? He goes, I took like 5 years before I put another song out. And then I took another 6 years before I put an album out.
Yeah,
and
you get
stuff.
on
And
a
I was
Dick
like,
Wolf show
dude.
that's going to run minimum 10 seasons.
Yeah.
You know? That's money in the bank.
Yep. All right. So this disclosure business.
Okay.
Disclosure day.
As we come to the end.
I mean, we don't have to even come to the end. I think we're still ahead of the game. But we both agree it looks like a Shyamalan.
Yeah, well,
It's got
of course.
Shyamalan vibes. He's got, Spielberg's a master of effects, and already you're seeing really cool effects.
Oh,
The
yeah.
glowing reindeer, whatever the hell's going on in it.
Yeah, but I'm still kind of confused and that's what, and look, I would argue that was some of my complaints about, like, the Shyamalan movies.
Right.
It was like, no, you really never knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of had an idea,
Right.
but you never had, like fucking signs. You didn't even know what these fucking things look like until, like, the last 20 minutes of the fucking movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, one of the scariest scenes ever was the first use of, like, their found footage where they're watching the kid's birthday party.
Yeah, and you
that
see that fucking thing in the
come out of
background.
the background. Oh, dude, it was so good. I love that. But with Village, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You had no idea what was going on. You knew something was wrong, but you didn't know what was going on until finally.
I will argue that Village was a fucking plot twist.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you find out the end is like these are just some fucking crazy
Some
people
weirdos.
living on some giant preserve like it's fucking 1750.
Dude,
you know
how
what I
about
mean?
that? Like having the discussion at the survivor meeting or whatever they were at. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? At the therapy session where
At
he's
the
like,
group.
hey man, I let me throw something by you. As soon as somebody throws that by me, I go, nah, man, I think you need to keep coming to this though, or find a new group, right? You
It's
either
like,
need
this is what I want to do, bro. I'm going to buy like 800,000 acres. We're just going to live in the middle of it like it's fucking, we're going to churn butter and hunt.
No,
and
man,
fucking
we have
just
no
use
electricity.
wood for everything. We're going to shit in the woods like a bear does. It's going to bring us back to core
Dude.
values.
But then the whole time knowing that, like,
But
if
then
you
you
just-
got to tell all your kids, like, don't go past that fence because they'll fucking
that's
kill
why you
you.
gotta make them crazy stories,
Yeah.
And then it's like,
The kukui.
hey, 10 acres away, there's a fucking full ranger station with everything you'd ever need.
Yeah,
Okay.
radio, medical equipment, fucking vehicles, gasoline generator.
Yeah, that was a weird, unexpected plot twist.
So, I mean, because, like, look, the trailer gives you a lot, but then it doesn't give you anything.
Well, that's why I was just looking at this. So, December 25, a billboard shows up of an upside-down eye composited in the silhouette of a perched bird surrounded by total black. And all it says is, all will be disclosed June 12th. Also, kind of ironic timing here, right? As they're doing all of this disclosure, we're having 2 Congress hearings, We're in the middle of disclosure land. Is that what they're doing? They're just prepping us?
Well, I mean, obviously, this shouldn't have been, this is not the first time that all this disclosure shit going on in the actual government has
Right.
been, it's not like it's a secret.
No.
I just hope that it's a well thought out movie.
Well, I think it's going to have to be because it's Spielberg.
Because, that's what you hope. You hope
Yeah.
that Spielberg doesn't just sign on just because they were like, hey, we'll just give you full creative range.
Well, yeah.
But, because he's look, I understand Spielberg likes a good story, but he's also all about the fucking camera angles. He loves the fucking
Sure.
boom.
Yes.
He loves a boom like nobody else loves a fucking boom.
For sure.
Almost as Michael Bay loves the fucking circular
Hey, dude,
shot where you stand in the middle and the camera, as you
Yeah.
turn, so does the camera.
Yes.
You get that iconic bad boy scene.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So-
Yes. Speaking of that, there's these new, and this is why I say this disclosure thing that's happening, and I was hoping I could find the image of it. NASA is releasing these new satellites. There they are. NASA's DiskSat are gearing up to launch into low Earth orbit. And I'll show you the video there of them. That's going to cause all the calls.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a bunch of fucking TIE fighters flying around.
There's like 5 of them just in formation.
You know what's crazy is I just watched a show where they were talking. So, like, these terrorists took out, like the fiber optic mainframe and cut out all communications in, like, New York.
Oh, wow.
And a tech guy comes in, and he has exactly the same thing. He has low-orbit communication satellites.
Yeah.
Right? And so they start using phones. And I almost thought it was a MacGuffin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think at some point they're going to, like, circle back around to it because it's like Seth Meyers' brother who's, like, the tech guy.
Okay.
Right? So I don't think they just didn't bring in, like, some dude nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah.
You see that guy, you may not know who he is.
Right.
It's like when you watch a show now. There's no secret. There's no surprise for me anymore. Because as soon as it goes, here's our list of suspects.
Right.
Well, I saw that dude in a fucking Law and Order 5 years ago. Guess what?
He's the guy.
He's the fucking bad dude.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of ruins it for me now.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But when you bring in somebody noticeable, like even though that Myers brother is not well known,
right? But he's still there.
But it's still kind of a thing. And then they kind of had a moment where they were talking about low orbit satellites communications because they didn't have any comms. In New York.
Remember I was watching CSI. I get it right. Criminal Minds. I was watching Criminal Minds once, and this is a long time ago, but I'm watching it, and they do their intros differently than fucking Dick Wolf's, but the Criminal Mind intros, well, like it showed a truck drive up and a lady trying to carry some groceries, and then a guy walked on the corner and he's like, "Hey, let me grab that," and then it pans back and she's like, "Oh, you're the best, right?" And it's Sean Patrick Flannery, and I'm all, "Oh, I guess he's the killer."
No, he's murdering somebody.
And it's like, why? It's like, well, because he's famous.
Yeah.
Right? And if a famous guy is going to come on Criminal Minds, especially then, because, like, he's, that was...
Did they were famous for using, like, people that we hadn't seen in a minute just come up as, like, fucking real creepy murderers. Right. So you knew and automatically.
He just got off of Boondocks,
Yeah,
this guy, he played a rock star in this other movie, and I was like, oh, he's about to be a murderer.
Yeah, he's going to be a sadistic fucking weirdo.
Sure shit, he was schizophrenic, and he had, like, multiple personalities, and it's Sean Patrick Flannery, so he's a pretty good actor. He just never had his day. You ever notice that? Like, I mean, he had his day, but he didn't have...
Talking about another guy that kind of got a little crazy with the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Sean?
Are you in there?
Sean? And then he talks and you're like, oh, fuck, that is Sean Patrick.
Dude,
what happened, bro?
You know what happened. I actually don't know. I don't know how it happens. I don't know what happens to people.
Somebody gets in their head, but we won't put in your head. So I got a skirt.
All right.
So as we leave to get ready to round up this, week before Christmas.
Happy holidays, folks.
Podcast, which will be out on Fridays now, hopefully.
Yeah.
Depending on our recording schedule, that they're going to get published every Friday.
All right.
The Moderately Idiotic podcast with us two idiots.
Yeah.
John and Paul.
Yeah.
So
we don't have George and Ringo, but
no.
Hey. That was a Beatles joke, folks.
I knew.
Beatles joke.
I knew that. Hold on.
Yeah. That's what we need. Every time I do a dumb joke.
Give you the old laugh track.
Yep.
Where was it? Oh, no.
Oh,
where's the cricket? Oh, no, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
Folks,
happy
fun,
holidays. Take care of
safe,
yourself.
Be nice to each other.
Yeah.
Be nice to your family members.
Yeah.
Try your best to put up with them, even if it's a little tough to tolerate them.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yep.
We don't know what tomorrow brings.
Nope.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
And we'll see you after the New Year's, folks.